because I have never tried a YouTube live before, so I can see there's people there. So if somebody could give me a thumbs up or a wave or some kind of message to let me know that you can at least hear me, that would be excellent. Just wind up my power bank there. I'm reliably told that the comments on here should appear on my screen. For anyone, just as people are joining, I am currently on board MSC World Europa, which is one of the newest ships from MSC. So we've got World Europa, which was launched over in the Middle East, about 3 months ago, I think. And then we've also got Seascape, but she's currently over in the Caribbean. So World Europa at the moment has just finished her Middle East season and is now in the process of heading back to Europe, which brings us to, I guess, where we are today. So right now I'm coming to you from what is a very quiet at the moment, actually, World Promenade on the ship. So this is deck 8, which has got the infamous Venom drop behind, which is that slide that takes you from deck 20, I think it is, all the way down to deck 8, which I actually went on yesterday, and it's nowhere near as scary as you might think that it could be. So yeah, if you're planning to come on the ship, definitely don't shy away from that. It's totally fine, and believe me, if I can do it, you will be absolutely fine. Now, today we left our anchorage at the southern entrance to the Suez Canal at about 7:30, which meant that we entered the canal at 8 a.m. and to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect from today, but it's been an excellent day so far. The views from the ship have been remarkable. I guess the thing is, because the canal is so thin, especially at the part that we're in at the moment, you can literally see into people's houses from the ship, which seems absolutely bizarre. Hello, good morning. It actually feels really strange seeing a message say good morning, because I got up at, I think it was like 4:30 this morning, so it's currently 2 p.m. here, so I feel as though to be honest, I feel like it's nearly dinner time. I'm almost entering like a weird sort of jet lag phase from being up for so many hours now. But good morning, I'm assuming that you guys are joining from the US, so hello. You've obviously got World America that was launched this week, so we'll be coming to your shores relatively soon. Thank you very much. Yeah, so what was I saying a second ago? So yeah, we're in the process right now of heading up and through the Suez Canal, and the full transit takes a lot longer than a lot of people think. So I mentioned that we joined the canal, or we entered the canal at 8 a.m. this morning. We actually are due to leave the north of the canal at 6 p.m. tonight. So it's a full 10-hour transit, which blew my mind. Texas, that answers that. Hello. Yeah, so it blew my mind to think that we could be driving for a solid 10 hours and only at that point would we come out. But it's been, the Suez Canal, if you've never seen it before, it is an absolute feat of engineering how they've done it. So in the past, you used to have to go one way at any one time. So the full canal is like just shy of 200 kilometres long. It used to be that all the ships would have to convoy in one direction, and when they were through, all the ships would convoy in the other direction. But now what they've done, it's amazing, they've put this 35-kilometre section in the middle that's essentially another lane. So when convoy 1 goes north, they just drop into the left-hand lane and continue going up, while the other convoy goes south, and apparently it's doubled the capacity of the canal. So it used to be 49 ships a day that they could fit through, and they're now up to like 97. So yeah, absolutely blew my mind. The other really funny thing that happened, so I just happened to post something this morning on my Instagram stories and got a message from someone who said, oh hey, I'm actually the pilot on the tugboat that's supporting World Europa today, so pop out the back and I'll try and get a picture of you. So I had this really weird moment where you've come all this way and actually the guy responsible for the tugboat, which is helping to get your up the Suez Canal follows you on Instagram. So very small world, and the pictures have actually worked out so funny because you've got this massive ship, and then I'm just kind of positioned in the top corner waving. So I'll post that. I'll post that later on to give you a laugh. But what I wanted to do, I don't want to be live for any great length of time. I just wanted to check in and say hello, and to be honest, above all else, check that lives actually work. So now that I have satisfied myself that I'm not going to completely hash up the next one, hopefully in 2 or 3 days' time, I'll plan a proper live as we approach Naples, which is our next port of call. So on that live, I would love to know if anyone has got any questions about World Europa. Maybe you're planning a cruise on here, maybe you've looked at World America and you're intrigued by maybe some of the cabin types or some of the public areas. If we're in a decent Wi-Fi connection, I can even show you the areas that you might want to see while we're on live together. And also, if you've got any questions about what I'm doing, then I would absolutely love to try and answer some of them for you. But what I did want to try and do, providing my microphone continues to pick me up, I would love to walk you down to the back of the ship, which is just down there, and give you a little bit of a sighting of the canal. So I tried to go live this morning, and I think it worked, but I wasn't brave enough to talk to you guys on that because I didn't have any microphones. So I thought it would have just been absolute mayhem and complete chaos. So I am relatively rigged up now, so hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. If it drops out at any point, if someone could just drop a little comment in, that would be amazing. But what we'll do, if I click this button here, I should be able to walk and talk with you. So if someone could give me a thumbs up and just let me know that you can actually still see/hear me, that would be absolutely excellent. And we are just going to head downstairs. So where I've been coming to you guys from there is, it's probably a little secret hidden quiet part that I've found in this ship, which is the upstairs from like the fish restaurant here. So it's really good. It's definitely a lovely little hideaway. And then voila, we are now in the World Promenade. So this is the main, thank you Paul, I was definitely worried there, I thought I was talking to myself. But this is the main promenade section on World Europa. So you've got behind at the moment, you've got a couple of shops, you've got a restaurant and a coffee shop. Then you've got what is Venom Drop. So this is the slide that takes you to deck 20 all the way down to here on deck 8. It's actually a lot of fun. I've been reliably informed it doesn't go anywhere near as fast as the Abyss, which you'll find on the Royal Caribbean ships. So if you've done that, you'll be totally fine on there. Now to take you up to the back, you'll see we've actually got a bridge that's opened up to let us through at the moment. If I take you all the way out into the baking sunshine, so I probably won't stay here too long or I will just begin to burn. But so we've got the tugboat right behind us at the moment, making sure everything is all right. And then we've got the canal here. Now we're still in one of those sections that's only one way, so you can hopefully see down at the bottom the next ship that's coming up. So we've got a cargo ship behind us at the moment, and then you can see, if I turn the camera that way, you can also see what would be the bridge that will link the canal. So it's just running over on the right hand side, and occasionally when these sort of mounds of sand and gravel and things, when they dip down a little bit, you can then see the ships passing in the other direction. So it's been such an interesting day because I have never ever seen anything like this on a cruise before. I would really recommend this type of itinerary. The only challenge that I had with booking this is that I've never been able to take long enough off work to actually fit it in, because I mean the shortest amount of time that you could do on this ship, I think it was about 17 nights, and I struggle at any point in time to take more than 14 days off work. So yeah, this has been the first time that I've been able to squeeze it in, and I'm so happy that I have. The wind's picking up a little bit, so you might be struggling to hear me, but hopefully all okay. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'll walk where we were, and I'll probably think about signing off from up there in a couple of minutes' time. So we're about to pass, in the next 40 minutes, we will be passing the Suez Canal Bridge, which should be amazing on a ship of this size. So I'm hoping to get up to the top deck to see that. So definitely keep an eye out on YouTube, and we'll get that posted over the next couple of weeks. And I'll tell you one thing, I am delighted to be back out of that heat because I just didn't realise it's been so long since I was somewhere properly hot. So the Middle East over the last couple of weeks has it just about killed me with the level of heat that it's thrown at us. So if I flip that round, then I should be able to see you guys there. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll take a walk back upstairs and then I will sign off from you up there. So yeah, this is one of the speciality restaurants on World Europa. So it's basically a fish restaurant. Biggest bugbear, which is outdoor dining, so you can eat outside. They've got loads of bar stools there. Come down here, enjoy a drink, have some takeaway food, or you can eat in the restaurant, or alternatively, you can eat up here. Now, this is probably my favourite venue. I haven't eaten in it because I'm not a huge seafood fan, but I think from the fact that you can just eat outside, this one definitely wins my vote, because I really don't like when you go to a speciality restaurant and you're trapped on the inside of the ship the whole time. So yeah, I've just set up camp here to chat to you guys with the canal down behind. So let me just flip this back around and grab a seat. Yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed a quick spin and a quick look at, I guess, what the Suez Canal actually looks like. Now, in a couple of days' time, I will aim to go live as we approach Naples, which should be about 2 days' time. I've now reassured myself that I'm familiar with how a live works, and I've now reassured myself that hopefully ship Wi-Fi will hold out long enough to let me actually talk to you guys. So the plan for the rest of the afternoon for me, I am going to head down to the coffee shop down here and grab a flat white, and then probably put more sun cream on and head back up to that top pool so that, yeah, I can just take in the views and hopefully see that bridge that we should be passing just shortly. But yeah, look, for now, thanks for joining me. There's been a good few of you here the entire time, so thank you. Have a lovely Easter, which is this weekend, and I will catch up with all of you on Instagram over the next couple of hours. But thanks very much, guys. Bye.